Okay, so here we are. We're gonna kick off our next big road trip, and we don't even know where we're going yet. So I've got a random Canadian city generator. We're gonna hit the button and see what we got. Spinning. Looks like we're going to Winnipeg. Best 2 out of 3? Mm-hmm. Best 2 out of 3. And here we go, here we go, here we go. Winnipeg. We're going to Winnipeg?
Going to Winnipeg.
3 out of 5?
3 out of 5. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, Belle Plaine. Oh, cow, we're going to Winnipeg. I guess Winnipeg it is. So let's get packed up. Okay, so a lot of people ask me like, hey, do you change your clothes for your trips? And I'm like, what kind of person would I be if I didn't change my clothes for the trips? So we'll start with packing a spare toque, available online right now at leroyandleroy.com. You tricked me into putting that part in here. I said, we're not doing commercials in these videos.
For the trip.
Another must is a Team Canada jersey, because you never know like when a random road hockey game is gonna bust out in Canada, so it's always good to have a white jersey ready in case you need it. Then of course we got the old trusty red jersey there. It's ready to go. And then, you know, just in case, I got the spare black jersey. So, you know, 4 jerseys should get us through our 3-day trip, and I think we're pretty much good to go. Okay, so we're about to hit the road to Winnipeg, but before we do, we gotta come say goodbye to Mac the Moose. Now Mac, I'm gonna tell him that, Mac. You just get ahead of yourself all the time. Mac wants you all to know that he's the biggest moose in the world again, because he got a new rack and he's bigger than the Norway moose, okay? All good, Mac? Good to go. Okay, so every day we bring Mac coffee. Yeah, no, we're still gonna get your coffee, Mac. So since we're gonna be out of town for a few days, just 3 days, Mac, just 3. Since we're gonna be out of town for a few days, I left him a credit over at Timmy's. You can just walk across the street. Just make sure you watch for deer, okay? And take it easy on that coffee. I don't want you getting all excited. Okay, so Mac's taken care of. We can hit the road to Winnipeg. So we're on our way to Winnipeg, and we decided to take the scenic route along the way. Our first stop here in Montmere, Saskatchewan. Now you could travel the extra 6,880 kilometers to Paris, France if you wanted to see the Eiffel Tower, or you can see the same thing right here in Montmere. Pretty sure this is basically exactly the same as seeing the real Eiffel Tower. And you don't have to travel all the way to the 7th arrondissement. You can stay right here in the 18th. Yep. Pretty much the same thing. And our next stop on our way to Canada's windiest city, Kipling, Saskatchewan, home of the world's biggest paperclip, also stop number 3 on the Heritage Walking Tour. Not sure where stops number 1 and 2 are, but we don't have time for that. We got to get to Winnipeg. That's a nice paperclip. Our next stop on our way to Winnipeg, Melita, Manitoba, home of the world's biggest banana statue. Not because they grow bananas, but because they're just a little bit warmer than the rest of the province. In January, they only get down to -39, and that's not bad. While you're here, make sure you sign the guest book. Looks like someone took the guest book. We'll make sure we let them know we were here anyways. Always something to do. Welcome to Boissevain, Manitoba. This is the next stop on our trip. We came to see Tommy the Turtle. He was born in 1974, and we're not sure when he got his opposable thumbs, but he's definitely the world's biggest painted turtle.
Biggest?
I don't know. So we took a little detour on our way to Winnipeg. We were in Brandon and decided to stop by Kemnay because we heard some cool stuff was happening. As we were zipping down Highway 1A, we realized there's a low bridge as you head into town. So we pulled over to turn our couch sideways that we had sticking off the top of the car. But apparently a lot of trucks hit this bridge, and we think we figured out why. As we left Brandon, if you happen to miss the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th sign, it's easy to hit the bridge. So we think we pretty much know the answer. If they were just to add an 11th sign saying there's a low bridge on the way here, it would take care of the whole thing. It would clear it all up. They should look at that. There's a lot of must-see stops on your way to Winnipeg, and this isn't necessarily one of them, but it is definitely something to see. We're here in Dunrea, Manitoba, home of Cabria, the big snow geese. If you don't have time to stop by and see it, it looks like that. Our next stop on our way to Winnipeg, gateway to the west, or gateway to the east, it's pretty much in the middle of Canada, is here in Glenbora. Now, nothing says rural Manitoba like Sarah the Camel. The story we were told goes like this. The city had a little bit of money to spend and they weren't sure what they should use it for. There was a big debate whether they should build a new park and playground and swimming pool for the kids, or if they should bring Sarah the Camel to town. Well, you can see what won out, and I think that was the right choice. So this is one of the coolest stops on our way to Winnipeg so far. I always wanted a pair of wooden shoes, and I had no idea that Holland was just outside of Winnipeg. This is fantastic. On top of the wooden shoes, I put a golf ball through that windmill over there, and I won a free game. And the ropes they have holding the windmill still make it way easier. Definitely a must stop on your way. Okay, we've got to show you this on your way to Winnipeg as well. Come through Elm Creek and check out the fire hydrant. The world's biggest fire hydrant. Look at it. Imagine the fires you could put out with that. I don't even know how you'd get the hose up there. And the size of the wrench to open it up? It just doesn't make any sense to me, but definitely worth checking out. When we left Montmere, Saskatchewan, I never thought I'd see another replica of the Eiffel Tower on the way to Winnipeg, but boy was I wrong. Look it, I especially like the details on the base. Not sure about the wires though. Okay, last stop before we get to Winnipeg, the most unique Starbucks we've ever seen. I guess you order here. Can I have a venti cold brew, light ice, 3 pumps of vanilla sweetener, please? And then you pick it up over at this what looks like a grain elevator over here, which I think is a pretty unique idea for a Starbucks. I have never, in all my Starbucks visits, seen one quite like this before. So pretty sure the drink should just come out this door when we walk up. I'm starting to question the validity of this Starbucks. I'm going to file a complaint with corporate. Okay, so we finally made it to Winnipeg, and full disclosure, we've been stuck at Confusion Corner for 3 days now. We're not sure how to get out. Thankfully, there's a gas station across the road, so we have been able to refuel our car several times. If we make it out, I guess we'll let you know. For now, this has been Leroy and Leroy's road trip to Winnipeg. I'm Leroy, he's Leroy behind the camera. There's always something to do.